hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie. Okay, well, that brings us on to Harry and his dalliances all over. It's got the internet, you know, all psyched up. It's got you guys all confused, you know. So we're just going to do a shorter version of questions and I'll break them up, okay? So your readings will come out like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, because there are so many questions and I want to address them individually. Okay, so Harry travels out of the state every 10 to 14 weeks. Why is that? Okay, so that can only be his visa, really. So let's have a look. Why does Harry have to travel out of state? Why does he choose to travel out of state? Because A, is not telling the truth. B, he makes promises that he can't keep. And because he doesn't know what's going to happen. Now, I agree that is usually Harry's card, but I'm thinking Trump there. Is this to do with Trump? And drama. We're going to come to Trump and Harry and this latest Ukraine in a different video. So it's as if like Harry's waiting, doesn't know when. Then you've got, how does Trump feel? Well, how does he feel? Well, like Harry and Meghan cause drama wherever they go. What's the true motive for Harry travelling on a regular basis out of the country? Legal. So if Harry's having to travel out of the state every few months, and it's kind of connected with his visa, then what is this about the visa? Why would a visa make you go out the country every so many months? Why would it have stipulations? Is this because of Harry's visa? Absolutely. So he has to go here, there and everywhere and make sure he's out. It's funny how Meghan doesn't have to go anywhere, so it's just him. And also as well, the type of visa. So this means that it's exceptional talent, contribution, okay? And what does he contribute? Every time he goes somewhere, Australia, Ukraine, every time he goes somewhere, it's about, there's Invictus there, okay? So is Harry using Invictus as his primary reason for staying in America? Absolutely, but you know, the past is going to catch up with him. These are set conditions in the past, so, you know, I don't know whether it's about changing his visa, extending his visa. I mean, he made it pretty clear to everybody a while ago that he was still considered himself a citizen of the UK, that he would not be living in America, you know, permanently. So that doesn't mean, you know, permanent means you come in when you're 21 and leave when you're 35. He's got to create that kind of unsettlement that he is going out and he's been seen to fulfilling these legal requirements. Okay, so we know that's why. So we got Invictus, unreliable, having to leave the country every few months. Meghan not going with him making out that he's, you know, not going to be a citizen of the US, that he claims is still in the UK. Him going on with all these soldiers, okay, Ukraine soldiers, Canada, Invictus, Australia. He was there to do service. He went to that funeral. When years ago, he walked over the American graves, you know, so he knows he can't touch on their home turf. Is this all an act then, really? I don't think Harry is particularly fond of doing these things, really. I don't. I feel it's all about just, you know, needing support for his visa. So does Harry have to submit paperwork regarding his visa and what he is up to? Oh, that jumped out. Absolutely, absolutely. He has to have evidence for it as well. So why wouldn't Harry want to be classed, you know, as an American citizen? Why wouldn't he want that? I'm getting links and ties tied to something. So Harry is thinking the sand's going to shift, that, you know, his dad's going to cave, that you know, he'll be able to go back to his dad, the royal family, so he cannot be a US citizen. And he hasn't quite worked it out yet, you know. It's on uneven ground. 1 minute it's this and he hates him and he's going to be a resident, and the next minute, you know, as well. Don't forget, he doesn't want to give up that visa status because it has privileges as well. So the ties to it legally, governmentally, diplomatically. And until, you know, he's saying until it's final. So I think until William cuts him off, Harry just does the same thing, really. You know, I've said it before many times. I've been saying it a couple of years. It's odd. He seems to go out of the country every couple of months, few months. Is this because Harry still thinks he's going to be accepted back into the royal family? Oh, I've got a damaging situation here. Oh. So Harry doesn't know really whether he's coming or going. I think legally in the beginning he's kind of messed up. So now he has to be seen as the statesman. I think this is more about keeping out of trouble with his visa. And that is why he's probably got all those redacted documents. I don't know, they said a fair few thousand. Not sure if it's all from one document or 10 documents or 500, but he has regularly been submitting paperwork. Now, isn't that funny that I see that they hardly take their children on these diplomatic tours? Yeah, I know, I hear you shouting at me. I'm just saying what the interpretation is. So he does it to remove himself from a damaging situation as well. Because whoever was in power before, so I wonder when these tours started coming in, because they would have upped that. So it's like they've been slack. So was it, you know, did Harry feel he was okay under the Barden Act? Yeah, no one really much cared. You had a lot on, didn't you? You had the COVID, you had Biden, and everything else, really. But now they've become a lot stricter with him. Have they become a lot stricter with him since Trump got in? Absolutely. Absolutely. So Trump knows why Harry was in Ukraine either yesterday or the day before, okay? And I think this will be shown as well, which means this is a massive headache for King Charles. But the question on this video was, Harry travels out of state every 10 to 14 weeks. Why? And is it visa related? Well, we know now, don't we, guys? So don't worry that I ain't gone on to question after question, because I've got a load left to do. We'll get through this and we'll get to Ukraine and yesterday as well. Okay, guys, that's it from me for now. And I'll be back very, very soon.